What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to a brand new Civ 6 or Civilization 6 video. Hope you're all having fantastic days, and if not, I hope I can make your day just a little bit better. Today we're going to be looking at top 8 mods you need desperately, like a camel needs water after about, I think, a few years maybe. But in all honesty, these mods are really good. They can range from the quality of life improvements, UI mods, different civilizations, and I found 8 mods on the mod store that I think would be really helpful to anyone. I'm going to start using some of these mods, obviously, and yeah, not much else to say. Without further ado, let's get started with the first mod. We have Perfect World 6. Now, Perfect World 6 makes a realistic climate with simulated geostrophic and monsoon weather patterns. It also, hydrology of these maps is according to elevation and rainfall amounts. Rivers and lakes use accurate drainage patterns. So pretty much what this mod does, I'm not going to read any more of it, is that it makes the world more realistic. Now, it's a nice quality of life change, very nice, because no longer are you going to have like deserts and then 5 tiles away you're going to have like tundra, right? It's not going to make too much sense. But it pretty much makes the world more realistic. You'll have marshes, forests in the right positions, and it just sort of gives a sort of a, it gives a sort of like feel to the game. It's a nice quality of life improvement, right? When you're exploring, you're no longer going to be, sort of just running into different biomes like you're playing Minecraft or something, but it's going to make lakes in the right position. It's going to make seas in the right position, different levels of elevation, and that should be able to help you. This did come out with Civ 6. I'm 90% certain it works with Rise and Fall and Gathering Storm. I'm like 100% sure it works with that. So yeah, Perfect World 6 pretty much makes the map much more realistic, helps you out with start locations, puts you in the right one because it's going to make the map more realistic, and you will have an idea of what civilizations are going to start near you based on the conditions you are seeing. Number 2, we have the Religion Expanded mod. Now, this mod adds in 40 new beliefs and raises the founded religions per game cap to a maximum of 16. If you are looking for an overhaul of religious beliefs, and if you're looking for a mod that allows every civ to get a religion, so for example, if you're playing Poland or something, or somebody who has like religious-based effects but doesn't have any way towards getting a religion, this will allow you to pretty much make the game a lot easier on you. You'll always be able to get a religion, and different, like, I'm not going to obviously list every single thing, but there are new worship buildings. There's a basilica, for example, giving you faith and a relic slot. Beth Manda giving you faith, gold, food, and production. Different pantheons as well that'll definitely help you out, like culture from rainforests, different follower beliefs, different founder and enhancer beliefs. This pretty much makes it so that not only is religion more expanded, instead of like the normal 10 to 16 beliefs you have, you'll have more pantheons, more beliefs, more of everything pretty much, and they're pretty good beliefs. Like, I'm reading through the thing right now, and you look at the pantheons. You have tundra spirits, that's +1 food from tundra terrain, sacred emissaries, 2 city-state envoys, and 1 influence point per turn. Goddess of calm waters, giving you food from fishing boats. This isn't like an over-the-top mod. Like, I personally don't like over-the-top mods that make everything too easy on you. These are just really nice beliefs that aren't anything too insane, but in the right condition, they could definitely help you out a ton and gives you more variety when picking a religion. And obviously you will always get to pick a religion, which I think should be the case for I think it should be in the base game. Everybody should be able to pick a religion and then just like have them go at it, especially on the higher difficulties. But yeah, this mod definitely fixes it. And if you are going to go play Poland or somebody, or even like Byzantium, someone who has a bonus towards founding a religion, use this, get a religion, and may the best man win. Now, I have a pretty cool mod now that's been around for a while, but one I really only found out about a few days ago, the Unique District Icons. It goes through every single New Frontier Pass unique district and changes the icons on them, which I think is a pretty cool quality of life improvement. The Diplomatic Quarter icon is also changed as well. It gives you seaside resorts. It gives you different special encampments like the Akanda, the Hansa, for example, the Gallic Unique Industrial Zone, everything. It just gives, and the harbor gives like an English crown as well. It's pretty nice. There really isn't too much to say. It just gives unique districts a unique icon, so it isn't just like, oh, it's a Hansa, but it has the same icon as a regular industrial zone. Just a little bit of extra flavor, just a little bit of extra seasoning. If you're white out there, this might be a little too much for you, right? This isn't salt, but it's definitely a few spices, just it hits the right spot. But yeah, that is the Unique District Icons mod. And before we continue, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely helps me out a ton. And with this next mod I'm talking to you about, I'm going to tell you something that is going to make you smash that subscribe button as if it was your girlfriend you haven't seen for months. It is the Quick Deals mod. Now, how many times has this happened to you? You want to trade something to the AI. The AI says, I'm not going to do that deal. You click, okay, what would make this work? And they just completely revamped it. Like, you're asking for gold, they'll just give in like I don't know, Cleopatra's old penis or old dildo or something, like the great work, and you don't need the great work, so you're pretty much just stuck trying to get the best deal possible, and it's so time consuming. Quick Deals pretty much shows you exactly what the AI is willing to pay for pretty much everything. You go in, it's sort of like a screen. I think I'm going to show it right now, and it shows you exactly the maximum they are willing to offer. It gives you a unique interface. You get all the AI's offers for the item you want to sell. Like I'm talking about like you could put like one item in there, and then like different people will give you different things, and you could go through the screen and just make the deal with the person who gives you the most. It's like sort of an auction type system. Like you say, I'm going to give this is my offer, and then all the civs will give their best offer for something. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool. It is definitely helpful. It works with luxury, strategics, diplomatic favor also. And also, it notifies you if there's a new possible deal at the beginning of each turn. So if you've played NHL or NBA 2K or something like that, it's sort of like the thing where you could put a player up, like this player is available. I forget what that thing's called. But yeah, and then different people will give you different offers every single time. I don't know if you guys understood me, but pretty much you put something on the auction, you see all the different offers, take the best one, boom, that is the Quick Deals mod, which I highly recommend everybody to get. And number 5, this is a really, really good one. Capture unique improvements. Do I need to say more? Unique improvements can now be captured and are no longer destroyed when you conquer, trade, liberate, loyalty flip, culture bump, smash the leader of the civilization and get her into a royal wedding with you, or you could just red wedding them, take their cities, you will still have the unique improvements. It applies to all unique city-states and governor improvements as well. It is compatible with everything, as well as the new Frontier Pass. It is compatible with a lot of other mods, can be enabled and disabled at any time, and if you disable it, unique improvements will remain until the city changes ownership again. That is pretty much it. If you're up against Gilgamesh and you're playing Korea and you want that ziggurat, guess what? You're going to get those ziggurats. You're not allowed to build improvements like after you capture an enemy city. It's not like they share some sort of secret with you, but the improvements will stay and you will get the benefits from them. Now, this is only unique improvements. This isn't unique districts. I feel like unique districts would be a little bit broken in my opinion. I'm sure there's a mod that allows you to capture unique districts, but I feel like, for example, capturing the Korean Siouan as somebody else would be, you know, it's pretty damn broken. But yeah, other than that, capturing unique improvements is just absolutely incredible, and I do highly recommend everybody to go check this mod out. Now, in my opinion, one of the biggest problems in Civ 6 and 4X games in general is the fact that the pacing is 90% of the time going to be completely off. Go ahead and look at what year you'd research flight in Civ 6. It's probably going to be around the 15 or 1600s. Even in games like the new Humankind Open Dev and even Civilization 5 and 4, from what I know, you don't have enough time, especially later on in the game, to make use of the units you research. Like you research infantry, or tanks. 10 turns later, you will have line infantry. The problem is not really too fixed. Like if you go marathon, then the game just slogs on for too long. If you go quick speed, the game is too fast. Here I present the historic speed mod. Now, pretty much what it is it leaves production as is. Like you produce units at the same rate. However, research times are longer than marathon speed and will increase with each era. Not only that, but ahead of time, current research penalty for techs and civics has also been increased, as has the research boosts, and also Eurekas and Inspirations only boost 20% of the cost. It adjusts great people and golden ages and stuff like that, and reduced culture and science per population. Pretty much what this is it makes it so you're able to feel of the game. You know, if you have time and you're willing to put in, you know, instead of 3 hours, maybe 7 or even 8 hours, definitely use this mod. It is just so fun to pretty much, you know, spend 100 turns using your like swordsmen, archers, and then another 100 turns using your line infantry, 100 turns just using infantry. You know, it just allows for so much, allowing the production to be the same as standard, except the technology is now marathon, which just helps so much when it comes to immersion, and it definitely helps you actually, it's pretty much a role-playing type thing where you just want to sort of like control each and every era and actually have fun and use units in those eras, and like that's pretty much all I have to say. Historic Speed, one of the best mods, and I highly recommend you check it out if you feel like the pacing in some of your games is off and you hate how fast the later eras go along. And after that, we have the Real Strategy AI mod. Now, I have been on record saying that the AI has probably a combined 3 brain cells between all the civs in one game at most, and if I had to guess, I would say that their parents were probably siblings, potentially first cousins. They're not smart enough to be second cousins, though. This Real Strategy AI mod, though, makes different changes to the thing. Like, the way it works and the way I've read it is that in the background, it uses a more sophisticated approach, and it uses Civ 5 programming, and it is reprogrammed in Civ 6. Now, the AI in Civ 5, while still bad, as is usual for a 4X game, wasn't as bad as the AI in Civ 6. Pretty much the different details that this mod adds is they will use a more sophisticated approach for what victory type to pursue, based on, you know, who is leading in what victory type they have the highest chance to achieve. Each strategy is revised and enhanced accordingly. Diplomatic victory is also supported. Anti-strategies are also used as well to better handle, you know, disabled victory types. No longer will we disable science victory and have the AI spam campuses all around. Next up, there's new naval strategies as well. The Civ will determine, based on revealed tiles, in what situation it is in, you know, if it's a Pangea, coastal, and tune its behavior. So again, if you're playing on a Pangea map, Harold isn't going to spam 50 of his unique longboats. He's going to be like, alright, I'm in a mostly land map, most of my opponents are in land, so I will focus on more land units, etc., etc. Each leader policy wonders have flavors assigned to indicate what type we are playing. For example, Bolshoi Theater will only be built by somebody who wants to go for a culture victory, and it's no longer that, oh, hey, I have 5 culture per turn, I'm going to build the Bolshoi Theater. No, pretty much it makes the AI smarter in building, it manages wars. It's just simple stuff that definitely makes the AI better prepared, and it is a lot harder for those of you who do want a challenge. And finally, but certainly not, well, if I'm being honest, this is probably the least mod on the list, but finally we have the Immersive Dialogue mod. Now, if you've noticed, every time you play Civ 6, aside from maybe the opening and the declaration of war screen, each AI pretty much says the exact same thing. When you get denounced, when you make a trade deal, when you ask for an alliance, when you do anything, it has the same dialogue 90% of the time. What the Immersive Dialogue does is it gives each Civ unique dialogue based on, it's not voiced by the way, it's just like subtitles, but it pretty much gives each Civ unique dialogue to use, and it definitely feels more immersive. For example, the example they give is before Teddy would say, "How dare you," after you like denounce them, as does everybody else. Now it says, "I trust that you have learned that the United States is not to be trifled with." It gives everybody a sort of flavor and definitely makes it feel like you're actually playing in a sort of, I'm building an empire, we're going through history, I have to do like, it just makes everything more immersive, as is the name Immersive Dialogue mod. And yeah, you can also use different mods with it. It says corrected dialogue and dynamic diplomacy could be nice as well. We'll probably talk about those in a future mods video, but yeah, that is pretty much going to be it. That is going to be it from my end. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 10K for that face reveal, and we'll obviously start streaming soon as well. Just let me get everything set up. Let me know down below in the comments what mods you guys like, what you want me to talk about in a future mods video. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.